Hey guys, it's Victoria and welcome back to FemmeHead, and today I want to talk about a few things that I've been doing to try to drink more water. This is something I feel like I've been talking about a lot lately in different videos, blog posts, and topics and online and stuff. I have found that I am the sort of person that when I put things out there and I make videos and content about them, it makes me feel held accountable for the goals I'm trying to reach. So I just put it out there and I'm like, well, you have to do it now, Victoria, because you told the world. My name is Victoria and I am notoriously bad at not drinking enough water. Probably even an adequate amount of water each day. But these past few months, I have been trying to do a much better job, and I feel like I found a few things that have helped me along the way, and I wanted to share those with you. Turns out that being hydrated is super important while being pregnant. Not to mention the little person inside of me is legit sucking me dry. My skin has changed quite a bit with the season, combined with the hormones. It's a lot better right now at the moment, light years better. But it was in a bad place, a bad, dry, irritated, flaky, bleeding place. Being hydrated is also very important to getting pregnant, which is something else I talk about. And I just talked about recently in the video where I talked about things I did before getting pregnant. I also wrote a blog post recently about boosting my cervical fluid quality and improving my luteal phase. Try to remember to link both of those down below. But yeah, water is important, just life in general. Drinking it is difficult. Some people are really good at it, but I think it's just creating a routine and a habit, and that is what I'm trying to do. So today I want to share some of the things, 6 things that I've been trying to do to help me drink more water recently. Disclaimer, this is not going to be rocket science. I am not some water drinking expert. I'm just a girl who's trying to do her best and often failing. So the first thing is always having a container of water with you. When I'm at home, this is a lovely 32-ounce mason jar that I fill up and drink, and then fill up and drink, and then fill up and drink, and fill up and drink. It might seem like common sense to a lot of people, but it's not. I'm a perfect example of that. If I have water next to me, I will drink it. If I do not have water next to me, I can go an entire day without drinking a single drop of water. So when I'm at home, I have my mason jar. When I go to exercise, I have my water bottle. When I travel, I bring a water bottle. You get the point. The second thing is to set a goal and then break it down into baby steps. You're going to hear all sorts of different advice on how much water you should be drinking depending on your size, your lifestyle, your climate, your astrology sign. I don't know, like there's so much information out there. Find something that seems reasonable and doable for you and just feels like a good goal and go for it. My goal is to drink 80 to 120 ounces of water every day. It seems like a lot when you think of it all at once, but if you break it down, that is only 10 ounces of water an hour for 8 to 12 hours of the day, which is totally doable. 10 ounces is next to nothing. The third thing I did was to find an app to remind me to drink water, or you can simply just set some alarms on your phone. The one I got is called Drink Water Reminder. That seems like a really weird name to me, but it's actually pretty great. This is not an ad for this app. It was the one that I researched and chose. You get to set your goal, get to set your container size, and then you can set alerts to go off at set increments. So I had them set to go off every hour, and that way when it dinged and went off, even if I hadn't been drinking water that past hour, I just had to take a few seconds and drink 10 ounces, and then I was back on track. The fourth thing is to start early in the day. It is so much easier to reach your goal of whatever amount of water you want to drink if you start first thing in the morning. Even setting a goal to drink a certain amount before your morning cup of coffee or tea or whatever sort of beverage you have in the morning. Some people just automatically drink water in the morning and that's their morning beverage. Good for you people, but that's not me. I like my cup of coffee. And if you start earlier, you're going to reach your goal earlier, meaning that your body has time then to process that water inside of you, so you're not waking up 10 times a night to pee. I already wake up 2 to 3 times to pee a night, and I don't need any more bathroom breaks at 3 a.m. The fifth thing is to mix up your fluids. So soda and coffee don't count, I'm sorry, but they don't. But you can drink some tea, or I think juices count. If I'm getting super bored with plain water, I will put in just like a little bit, like a splash of lemonade, or I'll do like 20% lemonade, 80% water, something like that, just to kind of like spice it up and give it a little bit of like sweetness and flavor. And then sometimes, especially when it's cold, you want something warm in your hands, but you've already had your coffee for the day. And this is where herbal or decaffeinated teas come in great. And the final thing is I drink lukewarm water or room temperature water. This might just be a thing for me, but I cannot drink cold ice water fast enough. Even just refrigerated water or any sort of like cold water. I can't drink it fast at all. I have to sip on it, and I would never reach my goal if I was drinking cold water. Your girl can guzzle some room temperature water, but I cannot drink cold water. So what I do for this is every morning I just fill up my Brita filter, set it on the kitchen counter, and I just leave it out instead of putting it back in the fridge. And that is something I kind of learned along the way. And so I even put a note on the Brita filter one day so Michael wouldn't put it back in the fridge. I was like, I'm trying to drink more water. I can't drink cold water. Please leave this out. And he did, and he's great about it. Those are the things that I have done to try to drink more water. And in the end, it is just being conscious of it and creating a habit. And I find that the further I get into the habit of drinking water, the more I crave water and the more I find myself being thirsty, because I think my body adjusted to not drinking enough water, and I just would never be thirsty even though I was super dehydrated. So just working to get in the habit, and there's so many different tips and tricks out there, so definitely look around and find a couple that work for you and just keep it simple. So let me know down below what you do to make sure you're drinking enough water every day. I'm always on the hunt for new tips and tricks. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Hit the like button if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe to keep up with more of me. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!